I was trying to think of something really cool or controversial to say right here to make sure you guys watch the rest of the video, but I got nothing. Oh, I got it. You know. What up, folks? I'm Jacques Slade. Welcome to today's Sneaks. Hope all is well so far this week. Let's kick things off with some love from the folks over at Jumpman. We actually saw these back in December, but they're now just getting ready to drop here in the US. Created for the Chinese New Year holiday, the Jordan 31 looks fantastic. White, wolf gray, and black are the main colors on the upper of the shoes, but the bamboo or wood strip on the heel is really the small detail that makes this one stand out from the rest. If you are a fan of outsole designs, you'll be hard-pressed to find one that pops like this one with the weaved print below that flight speed plate. These really do look great. Expect these to cost you $200 later this week. On the stylish side of the equation, Nike Sportswear is pushing out colorways of the Flyknit Racer like crazy. Considering that you probably will not be able to wear these in the cooler months, they will get you right for the spring and the summer. Nike is calling this colorway Fire Rooster, and like the previous Jordan 31 I just mentioned, this colorway is an ode to Chinese New Year. This year is the year of the Rooster, so the red colorway kind of fits right in. If you look closely, it almost looks like there's actually a bit of orange mixed in with the Flyknit pattern as well, but that just might be my eyes messing with me because of that whole dark red thing. Pricing on these is $150, and they drop later this week as well. On the Adidas side of the equation, they are really pushing the Boost angle and mixing things up with what you can expect from the brand. I think that most of us see Boost and expect either a running shoe or we expect a basketball shoe at this point. But now it looks like Boost is hitting the ring. Spotted over on the gram, these images show a boxing boot with what appears to be a midsole from the Ultra Boost, but what I really like is the material change on the upper. Using Flyknit on a boxing boot just doesn't seem like a good choice to me since you want something that moves with you and doesn't have a lot of give to it. I don't know. Have you ever read that these might actually be releasing, which is something else altogether? Drake's relationship with Jordan has been, I would say, low-key lately, but that will be changing right around All-Star Weekend when people will finally be able to get their hands on the Air Jordan 12 OVO in black. The pair looks to retain that same premium style and details that we've seen on the other releases with the stingray leather mudguard at the toe, and then there's that smoke gray outsole which looks cool as well. The upper is mostly black, which is obviously in stark contrast to the white and gold collaboration that Drake and Jordan released a little while back. The model you see here is simply a sample, so the final version may be a bit different, but I'm honestly pretty happy with this one. These will definitely get a price jump and will cost you $225 on February 18th. One of the shoes that I think people slept on in 2016 was the Flyknit version of the Air Max 1. They are super light and mad comfortable, but people didn't seem to feel them like I did, which is fine. Despite the slow reception, Nike is pressing forward with the Flyknit upgrade to their classic models and is set to drop the Air Max 90 Flyknit in the near future. As the name suggests, the model retains its classic look and feel, but just adds Flyknit on the upper. As far as the designs go, you can see that they are slimmed down at the heel and ankle just a bit, which I imagine had to do with the whole material change. You can look for these to arrive in March, though pricing has not been announced. Yo, as a reminder, don't forget to turn on your notifications for this channel. YouTube is changing things up, and it's one of the few ways to make sure that my videos pop up in your feed. Okay, for the last episode of the show, the question of the day was, if you had a budget of $160 and you had to pick one pair of shoes to rock every day to school for a year, what would it be? This is what Farhan Hosman had to say. The Dame 3s in the Rip City colorway. Pretty sick. Most overrated cartoon would be The Simpsons or Ben 10. They keep making different versions of Ben 10 once every few years. So the Dame 3 is looking better and better. I will definitely give you that. You guys stay tuned to the end for a few more of your responses, and I'll explain that whole why he was talking about the cartoon thing and then show you guys what I rocked today. Alright, now for today's question of the video, and quick reminder, make sure you use the hashtag QOTD in the comments if you want to submit a question for the show. Today's comes from Eric Austin. And the question is, what is the best basketball shoe that looks like a lifestyle shoe? That's a very good question. I'm going to answer that in two ways. From a classic shoe perspective, I think you have to go with the Air Jordan 1. It works for both basketball and lifestyle, though I would not play basketball in those these days. And as for a current shoe, that's even tougher. Maybe the Dame 3, the design is kind of different with that big tongue, so I think that whole lifestyle angle works well with those. Anyway, let me know what you guys think down in the comments below. Alright, look like that's it for the show today. Make sure you stick around for a bit more at the end. Turn on your notifications if you like what you see. I am Jacques Slade. This is Today's Sneaks, and as always, guys, I appreciate you. I'll see you soon. Peace. Alright, here are a few more of your responses for those that stuck around to the end of the video. This one is from Hayden Gifford. If I have $160, I would probably get the Nike Air Huaraches because they are very stylish and okay for running in PE. Not great, but okay. You know what? I appreciate the honesty there. Next comment is from Brockstar. If I was limited to only $160 to get a shoe to rock all year, I'd get the Crazy Light Boost 16 Prime Knit. The Boost is amazing and are a very great performer for basketball. I like that. Very well said. True, true. Also, we have Amy the Gamer. If I had a budget of $160, I would get a pair of Nike Roshe 1s because I rocked them at school, and since I play basketball, I would also get a pair of KD Trey 5s. I think you might have went a little bit over the budget with those two, but I like what you're doing. I like what you did there. All right, for those that stuck around to the end of the last video, here are some of your choices. And disclaimer, these are your choices, not mine. Adventure Time? What? Ben 10? Seriously? Pokemon? Oh, come on, you guys gotta be trolling me right now. And finally, my favorite one was from Braden McSlouch, and he said, no such thing as an overrated cartoon. Very well said. As for what I'm rocking today, it is this shoe. It's the Jordan 31. I'm sure you guys have seen this shoe 1,000 times away. This was the original colorway. Shout out to Jordan Brand for sending me out to the event and giving me these at the event. I like playing in these. They are super slippery. They're comfortable, but they're slippery on the court for me. That's just my experience. So if you stuck around this long, why don't you leave a comment with who's going to win the NBA championship? Golden State, Cleveland, or is it going to be someone else? Let me know. All right, you guys. Have a great day. Peace.